Modern life has taught us a quiet habit. When we struggle, we look outside ourselves for the answer. We medicate discomfort. We optimize behavior. We scroll for relief. And slowly, we hand our attention over. From above, the city glows, not as streets and buildings, but as a circuit, alive with signals, running on borrowed power. Neuroscience is beginning to notice something unexpected. The brain is not broken. It is simply undercommanded. There is a switch, not chemical, not technological, but cognitive. The belief that you are in control. Watch what happens when one person pauses. The noise freezes. The notifications fall silent. A single breath enters the body, and for the first time, it is chosen. Inside the mind, the prefrontal cortex lights up. Fear quiets. Focus returns. The system wakes. Practices once called mystical are now measured, mapped, and tested. Breath, attention, stillness, ancient tools, meeting modern science, reshaping neural pathways in real time. This is not escape, it is authorship. When we stop outsourcing our agency, the strings dissolve, the brain reorganizes, connections widen, possibility expands, like galaxies forming where limits used to be. You move through the same world, but no longer as a passenger. You are directing the signal. Because the most powerful technology on Earth was never an app, or a pill, or a system. It was installed in you from the beginning. Human agency, the antidote for everything. An Esoteric Lore limited podcast series. The greatest transformation does not arrive from the future. It activates from within.
The most dangerous prison in the modern world does not have bars. In fact, it has comfort. It has convenience. It has infinite scrolling. It has food delivered to your door, entertainment delivered to your eyes, outrage delivered to your nervous system, and opinions delivered before you even have time to form your own opinion. And slowly, quietly, without a gun to your head, without a dictator standing over you, without anyone forcing you, you begin to disappear from your own life. You wake up, you check your phone. You respond. You consume. You react. You repeat. And then one day you ask yourself the most terrifying question a human being can ask. When did I stop choosing? Tonight, on Esoteric Lore, we enter one of the most urgent conversations of our time. How do we move from automation and apathy to agency? Not someday, not when life gets easier, not after the world calms down, but now. Because the time is now.
Part 1: The Age of Automation.
Let's begin with a hard truth. Much of your life is automated. Not because you are weak, not because you are broken, but because the brain is designed to automate. The brain loves shortcuts. It loves habits. It loves prediction. It loves routines that save energy. From a survival perspective, it's brilliant. You don't want to consciously relearn how to brush your teeth every morning. You don't want to consciously calculate every step while walking down the stairs. You don't want to reinvent language every time you speak. Automation is necessary. But here's the problem. The same brain that automates useful behavior can also automate your suffering. It can automate anxiety. It can automate resentment. It can even automate procrastination. It can automate distractions. It can automate avoidance. It can automate emotional reactions that once protected you, but now imprison you. And this is where human agency begins to vanish, not in one dramatic moment, not in a catastrophic decision, but through repetition. A thought repeated long enough becomes a belief. A belief repeated long enough becomes an identity. An identity repeated long enough becomes your destiny. Most people never stop to ask, did I choose this identity or did I inherit it? This is the first great question of agency. Not what do I want, but who is doing the wanting?
Part 2: Apathy, the quiet collapse of the will.
Now let's talk about apathy. Apathy is not laziness. That's too simple. Apathy is deeper. Apathy is what happens when the human spirit gets tired of trying to matter. It's what happens when the nervous system is overstimulated, the heart is undernourished, and the mind is constantly flooded with information it cannot metabolize. Apathy is not the absence of intelligence. Some of the smartest people in the world are apathetic. Apathy is the collapse of meaningful action. It sounds something like this. I know I should change, but I don't. I know this isn't good for me, but I keep doing it. I know I'm capable of more, but I don't feel like starting. I know this time is passing, but I'll deal with it later. And that word, later, has buried more dreams than failure ever could. Later is seductive. Later is gentle. Later does not feel like death. But later, repeated long enough, becomes a life you did not consciously build. This is the tragedy of modern apathy. People are not always refusing to live. They are postponing the moment they finally begin. And the world makes postponement easy. There's always another video, another feed, another argument, another crisis, Another distraction, another reason why today is not the day. But listen carefully. Apathy is not neutral. Apathy is a decision made by exhaustion. It is the will saying, I no longer believe my action matters. And that is why agency is not merely a productivity tool. Agency is a spiritual recovery. It is the return of the human beings to believe that their choice still matters.
Part 3: The Great Theft. Your attention.
If you want to understand why agency is so rare today, follow the attention. Because attention is the doorway to agency. What you attend to, you feed. What you repeatedly feed, you become. And right now, the modern world is engaged in a silent war for your attention. Not because your attention is poetic, because your attention is profitable. Your fear is profitable. Your outrage is profitable. Your insecurity, profitable. Your comparison is profitable. Your loneliness is profitable. Your compulsive checking, that's profitable. So the question becomes, is your attention constantly being captured by systems designed to bypass your conscious choice? How free are you really? This is not conspiracy. This is design. Platforms are engineered to keep you engaged. Notifications are engineered to constantly interrupt you. Algorithms are engineered to learn your impulse faster than you understand them yourselves. And this creates a new kind of human being. The externally directed person. The person whose nervous system is no longer guided by values, but by triggers. The person who wakes up and immediately hands the steering wheel off of consciousness to a device. The person who believes they are choosing when in reality they're being cued. This is automation at scale. And the antidote is agency.
Part 4: What agency actually is.
So what is agency? Agency is not merely motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Agency is not confidence. Confidence rises and falls. Agency is not control over everything. That's fantasy. Agency is the capacity to consciously participate in the direction of your own life. It is the ability to say, I notice the impulse, but I do not have to obey it. I feel the emotion, but I do not have to become it. I inherited that pattern, but I do not have to repeat it. I've been shaped by the past, but I'm not sentenced to it. Agency is the human power to interrupt automation. It is the sacred pause between stimulus and response. It is the moment the machine stops and the human being, you, returns. This is why agency is not loud. It often begins quietly. One breath, one choice, one refusal to repeat that old pattern, one moment of awareness that says, not this time. And that tiny moment is revolutionary, because every major transformation begins as a minor interruption.
Part 5: The Neuroscience of Now.
There is a reason the phrase, the time is now, matters. The brain changes through repetition. What you repeatedly do, you reinforce. What you repeatedly avoid, you reinforce. What you repeatedly think, you reinforce. What you repeatedly practice, you strengthen. This is the principle behind neuroplasticity. Your brain is not a stone tablet. It is a living tissue. It adapts. It reorganizes. It learns from what you do most often, which means every day is not just a day. Every day is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every time you react unconsciously, you strengthen reaction. Every time you pause, you strengthen agency. Every time you numb yourself, you strengthen avoidance. Every time you face the moment honestly, you strengthen courage. The future is not built in the future. It is built in repetition. And repetition happens now. This is why postponing agency is so dangerous, because there is no neutral. You are always training something. You are training attention, or you're training distraction, courage, or avoidance, presence or escape, authorship or automation. So the question is not, will I become someone? The question is, who am I becoming through what I repeat?
There's a moment after you hear something true when it lands in your body, not as an idea, but as a decision. I don't want to keep living on autopilot. Because autopilot isn't weakness, it's your nervous system running fast patterns under pressure. That's why smart people still snap, scroll, avoid, and repeat. Here's the reframe that matters. You are not your reactions. A reaction is a surge. You are the one who can interrupt it. Not by calming down perfectly, but by creating a small gap, a pause, seconds of space where choice becomes possible. That's also why insight alone doesn't change behavior. Under stress, knowledge disappears. Skills don't. Skills are trained. The Agency Academy book gives you the blueprint. It explains what's happening and where your leverage actually is. The Pause app is the training ground. It helps you practice in real moments when it's hard. If you're tired of reacting, go to iwillpause.com. Start training, claim the book, and choose differently in the next moment that matters.
If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.